Hi everyone. Hi, my name's Denise Sarpong Johnson, and I am the owner of Umber Bride and Groom. Um, Umber Bride and Groom's new Facebook group called Ask the Planner. So welcome to all the folks who are live, and welcome to all those folks who will be watching this later. Um, for those who are watching it with me, right now, just know that the video will be available later if you don't have time to stay throughout the series. We have someone who's joined. Hi, Jazz. um, we will have the video later available for folks later on who can't stay throughout the entire series and just want to refresh and look at what we talk about later. So again, hi again, my name's Denise, and I'm the owner of Umber Bride and Groom. Umber Bride and Groom is a wedding and event service in the DMV area. We specialize in events such as weddings, social, corporate events, and we also specialize in design and calligraphy of those events and for those events. So, why are you guys here, and why did we start this live video series? What we're trying to do is help all those folks out there who are trying to plan their own wedding, especially the brides and the grooms who are DIYing their wedding. They're doing everything all the way until the day of, and a lot of times what happens is can become a little bit overwhelmed, and we're not too sure, or we're not just too sure what to do, how to do it, what vendors to select, or in the first place, where should I even have my event. So we came up with this 30 days to us live video series. And what that means is that we're going to go through all the steps, or a condensed checklist. It's just like a regular event checklist. We're going to go through that for the next 30 days and show you just how stress free it can be to actually go through a wedding. Just think of a wedding as a big party, okay? A big party with a little bit more guests than you would typically have at your house, or if you were to go to another person's, house party or dinner party. It's the same steps to get that thing going. You have to figure out where to have it, how you know how much to feed people, how many people are coming, what kind of entertainment you want to have for them, things like that. So it's pretty much the same steps as a dinner party or a small party, but um, of course it is on a bigger sense of everything because it's your big day if we're talking about a wedding. So 30 days to us, that's our hashtag for this live video series that we're starting today through the next 30 days, which will end October the 5th. So that's the fictitious day that our bride and groom, who are Aaliyah and Michael, okay? Aaliyah Perry and Michael Peterson are getting married on October the 5th. And we're going to step them through how to do it stress free without having to pull out their hair, or if it's a guy, maybe he has an afro, throughout the process. So we're just going to show you just how easy it can be if you have a good plan to step you through the way. So today what I wanted to do is just introduce myself and talk a little bit about what to expect over the next 30 days. So what we're going to do is meet here, right here in our virtual room, and we're just going to talk through exactly what steps it takes to get that wedding going on October the 5th, to be walking down the aisle step by step. Every day we're going to go through a series of steps because we're kind of condensing it, and condensing it based on, you know, Aaliyah and Michael are getting married in 30 days. We're going to go through several to-dos or tasks that you'll have to think through and perform to get to that church on October 5th. Okay, so I'm not just going to talk through things, I'm going to actually show you different invitation examples for the actual wedding and the save a date. First of all, places where you can have an engagement party, places where you can actually have your wedding, venue. So we're going to go through different real places that you can, and real things that can help you along the way to make your day the best day that it can be. Okay, so that's what we're doing over the next 30 days. So it's not just me talking through a sheet of paper and say, okay, you have to do A, B, C. You have to tell everybody, oh, we're getting married. You have to find a venue, then you have an engagement party. I'm not just going to talk through that. It's going to be a little interactive. I'm going to show you some things, have real life samples of different things as it relates to the task it takes to get through that day. Hi, Amaka. How are you? Amaka is one of our brides. She's getting married next year. Yay! In March. So we're really excited about that. And as I mentioned earlier, if you missed any part of the video, it will be available throughout the process until, actually it'll be available forever. But again, as I stated, we're going to go through several tasks that you can perform over the next 30 days, which will end October 5th. That's the day that our fictitious bride and groom, Aaliyah and Michael, will walk down the aisle. And we're going to step through all the different things that they have to consider and reserve and think through and actually buy, and all the things they have to talk through throughout those 30 days. So we're condensing it so that you can see just how easy it is to plan a wedding, whether it's 30 days. And don't think that this isn't real, because there are people who say, okay, today I want to get married, and they plan it to happen 30 days, 60 days. So some people don't really want the luxury, or have the luxury, I guess, to do it in a year, 6 months, 9 months. Okay, so these 30-day weddings do happen. Okay, so we're going to show you in a very condensed manner how that can happen, and the same steps that Aaliyah and Michael go through to get down that aisle on October the 5th can be had by anyone, no matter what day your wedding is. Okay, so we're going to meet every day until October 5th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I know I have a few people, or a lot of people, that are going to be joining from other time zones, especially out of the country. So that's why I'm making the videos available, so that they can actually look at the video, when they're awake. Because there are a lot of people that I know have joined, and they live in another country, like Ghana or India, or, they live across the world. So we have a very diverse social media clientele that watch us. So we've considered that, and that's why we're allowing the videos to be available. Okay, so again, just wanted to check in really quick. Today is the day of, okay, what's 30 days to us, and what are you doing? What's a live video series? You're looking at it. It's me in your face, walking you through the steps to get you to that event. And our 30-day to us event, the 30-day to us live video series is all about weddings. So we're going to stick to weddings. The next video series we have will speak specifically to a specific social event, such as a launch party, birthday party. We haven't decided. But for this live video series, we're going to focus on Aaliyah and Michael getting married on October the 5th of this year. Okay, so 7:30 p.m. and we'll actually talk through several steps until about 8 o'clock, give or take. So it'll be 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, it won't take up a lot of your time, because we know that you'll be able to look, because we know some people like to watch certain shows on particular days of the week, for those people who watch, different, watch TV. So that's why the video will be made available after each live event, and that for those who actually watch it, you can always come back and, oh, she talked about how to create, this particular DIY item, and she talked about this particular venue or vendor I think I might be interested in. So you can always come back and get that information that's needed. Some of the other things that we're doing here at Ask the Planner is that throughout the week we'll have different things going on. For instance, typically it's done on Monday, but I'm going to do it tomorrow just for this week since we started this series. But what we're going to have is every Monday we'll go over a few bridal shows, trunk shows that are happening in the area. So you have a full week to plan for it and go to a particular bridal or trunk show that's happening in your area. So we'll most of them will be in the DMV area, but there are a lot that are in cities like Atlanta, New York, even on the West Coast that we may consider. And for all those folks that we have overseas in like Ghana, for example, Nigeria, will also give some trunk or bridal shows that's happening in your area as well. So we'll pick through that on Mondays. Then we have other things that are planned on other days of the week, like we have a DIY day that will be planned, and I'll let you know the exact day and time for that. And the DIY day is when we'll actually go through and show you how to, in like 20 minutes, it'll be real quick. This is how you do it. And like I said, the video will be available later, so you can always come back and rewind and look at it again to see, for example, how to create a centerpiece. Okay, a centerpiece where you take, say, 4 or 5 different wine glasses and you kind of put them in such a way where you have this really cute centerpiece that you can use for a low budget wedding, or a wedding where you don't like flowers, because they're like me, I don't like flowers and didn't have that many in my wedding. So there's several alternatives to that, and one of the things that we'll be demonstrating is how to create a wine glass centerpiece with little bubbles in it and water to make it pretty, dyed water and things like that. It's really cute. So that's just an example. So every Monday from this week forward, tomorrow for this week we'll do it tomorrow. We'll have bridal and trunk show information that we'll provide. Then we'll have a DIY day where we'll actually show you how to create a very simple item for your big day, whether it could be for your bridal shower or your bachelorette party, any of those events that lead up to your day. So on the day or any events leading up to that. And then we'll also have one day during the week a Q&A day where I'll just hop on and I'll talk through a question that someone asks me and give that answer, and see if other folks that jump on have any questions or answers as it relates to something that they're going through and planning their big day, whether it's a wedding or a social event, doesn't matter. Our focus is on events. We love weddings, so we do a conversation will center around that. But our Q&A day is for both type of events, okay? Whether it's social, wedding, corporate, etc. Okay? So that's all I have for today. Just wanted to introduce myself and get you guys prepared for tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, when we will step through our first set of tasks as Aaliyah and Michael go through their love journey to their big day on October the 5th. And we'll show you again just how stress-free and easy it can be, as long as you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, that's when it gets crazy. Okay, that's when it gets, what am I doing? Okay, so that's what we don't want. So we're going to make sure that Aaliyah and Michael get through the day, and I'm going to show you how. So I'll see you tomorrow, 7:30. Bye.